dating back to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His side has won 2 in a row. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the 49ers. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them. So glad to have you with us here. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call. Joshua Carty with the honors. And we're underway here in Santa Clara. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Again, it's Cook. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Raiders first down.
All set to go now from the 35. He shovels this one forward. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Complete to number 81. A gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Bass's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Dodge the tackle. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26.
They're going play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pass play coming here. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Quarterback with his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
4th down, trying for the sticks with an option. And this run's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's Worthy running the slant. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Right back to Worthy. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the 49er, 1st down.
Right up the gut. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 2nd. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So 1st down from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So 20 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Dodges another stop. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Man in motion out of the slot. Working inside the red zone. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Complete to Adonai Mitchell. A gain of 4. And this is third.
Air it out on third. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders making a 9-point advantage.
Pass for the extra point.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
His kick
That
is
one
good.
right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
49ers nothing.
Pass now to kick this away. Worthy now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's a toss headed right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Third and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Receiver in motion, going left. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shovel pass complete. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. QB sneak coming. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They'll run here on 1st down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start to fight back for their first points of this game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
49ers 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
A 56-yard gain on the play. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. Throwing off the play fake. Ball is caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal, Raiders.
Cook scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
17. 49ers 7. Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. First down, play action. Throwing the out route complete. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Steps up, and he's running with it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's the one back on the handoff. They'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing it on second down. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one's complete right side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That is our 2-minute warning. 1:56 left to go before we take a break. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. From the red zone on first. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 3.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
From the contact. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers make it a 1-score game before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Working on first down. And he has it along the sideline. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Now I'm bringing tight end in motion right. They'll run now on second down. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they bring him down around the 34. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 34-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Bass's kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Back to throw it. Lofts it deep right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw here. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's got it over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Quentin Lake on the coverage.
Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
I'll throw it. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down. There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs from 37.
A gain of 9 yards.
Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Here's a screen for Cook. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I'm I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw here on first. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line.
Look to throw. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop, though, made it to 46. Third down. He has it on the QB sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, third down. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So first down from the 41.
And the Raider first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Raiders first down. A gain of 14.
Back to throw.
Las Vegas.
Cut at the 10-yard line. He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another.
Working inside the red zone. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. George Kittle, the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 27. 49ers
When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
Running back gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Raiders ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll go play action on 1st down. Hot and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Plowing up the middle. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
30. And the Raider 1st down.
Up in the air here. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Raiders 1st down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Las Vegas 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
Another one for Cook. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down.
At the 11-yard
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's dropping back to throw. He brings it in. And this one does not go far.
2nd down.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
34. 49ers.
Bass. Now to kick this away.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on seconds. Gets this to Waddle over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense to the line fast.
And the 49er first down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
The tackle made back at his own.
Pass play now. Go on receiver screen here. It's Worthy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Brings up third down.
Here he goes. Third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Right up the gut. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Quick pass, right side, complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Raiders approaching win number 7 on the year. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They've got a man in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. He goes out a little short of the 40. So first down from the 41.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
Hand off to the back. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 40-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run it with Cook. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And even on the road, this was a game they expected to win fairly convincingly. And I think we can say they've done just that, Brock, to the chagrin of the hometown fans who are hoping to see that upset.